Well,
as much as you like it. You're not getting it.
I think I should keep it.
No,
Okay.
I don't think you should.
All right. All right. Oh, we're on. Hi.
Hi.
It's Jackie
And Karen.
with Let's Chat. So who do we have coming on today, Karen?
We have a really interesting lady, Alana Seymour, with Creative Canvas, and she does paint parties for children and some adults. And so she's got a really interesting business we're going to hear about.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that because I get to work with Alana a little later in the season.
Right.
And our other guest.
Divinity by Jibs.
Oh, yes.
Very interesting. And her name is Jibs
Abatoya.
Abatoya.
Right.
And local business owner here, brand new business in the fort. Really interesting. She designs clothing for men and women, custom clothing, and she's a very interesting lady. And she's got connections to her homeland for economic reasons with her business.
Right. So stay tuned.
So now our guest is Alana Seymour with Creative Canvas. So welcome to our show.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, and so we're going to talk a little bit about what she does and the services she offers. So let's just get right into it.
My business is named Creative Canvas, and I do kids art. So I do everything from paint parties for kids to art classes for kids. I'm mobile. I also do some pop-up classes as well. So all things creativity for children. And here and there, I also do a little bit of adult workshops as well.
So what are the age groups you work with?
Typically, I work with kids ages 7 to 12, I would say. I've definitely done ages younger than 7 and older than 12, but the typical range is 7 to 12.
And what does a typical class entail? Let's say we're having a paint party.
A paint party? A paint party would usually look like, well, a child would ask, you know, I like puppies or I like unicorns. So I would come up with a custom class or a custom painting for them. And then I would come to the person's house and I would instruct the kids how to paint a unicorn or a puppy.
Is it messy?
It can definitely get a little messy, yeah. I'm usually taking some paintbrushes out of kids' hands.
Okay, so you talked a little bit about that you're looking to venture into the adult activities as well as the children's. Tell us a little bit about your adult classes.
Yeah, so I have done a couple adult paint nights, so I will go to people's houses and do some paint nights as well. So again, a custom art experience. And we've also started to do these paint pours. So this is a workshop that I have been offering so people can come and do this abstract art. So it's fluid art and it's acrylic paint pour.
These are not just birthday parties. Can these be one-on-ones?
I don't typically do one-on-one classes, but I mean, that's not something I wouldn't not do. But yes, I typically do the birthday parties and then the registered classes and then kids like paint nights. Okay. So there'll be pop-up paint nights. I usually partner with Country Chic here in Fort Saskatchewan, and I'll use her art studio to have kids paint classes, paint nights.
And so just throwing this in there, you've got one coming up at Fife and Deckel.
Absolutely, coming up in February on the 15th. So we're super excited, and we're going to be doing a multimedia project. So it'll be acrylic and a little bit of paper art in there as well.
Oh,
good.
I actually have a sample right here.
Okay, please show us.
So we're going to be doing this this painting here. There's 2 examples. One my daughter did here. So we'll paint the background with acrylic and then we'll incorporate a little bit of foil paper into it. And that'll be at Fife and Deckel on February 15th.
And other classes that are coming up, how late into the season do you run, Alana? What's sort of your art season?
My registered classes for the winter are sold out. For the kids' classes, I am hoping to do regular adult paint pour classes on a monthly basis, moving forward starting in February.
What got you into this?
Yes, I was going to ask that same question.
What got me into this? I've always loved kids' art, and I've always loved art in general. I was always into art when I was younger and in high school. My field of work, I went into marketing and graphic design, so that was still in the art field. And then once I had kids, I really just loved creating with them and just seeing what they created, it's magical what kids create. Kids art is my absolute favorite art because it's just so free. They go for it and they don't think about it, right? Like they just have fun with it. They splatter, they add a crown on top of, their unicorn's head, and it's just creative.
And you had a display. Several of your art students, you had an opportunity in Fort Saskatchewan in the
Art Nook at City Hall, yes. My kids' art classes were on display there for the month at City Hall, which was so great for the kids. They absolutely loved it. They all got to go there and take a little selfie with their paint, their art on the walls, and it was just really exciting for them to have that up there. And then we're also going to do it at Fife and Deckle, which is awesome, and the kids will be so excited to be able to do that as well.
I'm looking forward to seeing it. I was trying to talk her into doing some wine glasses.
That would be amazing.
I think so.
Yeah,
A little adult night, and then we can fill the wine glasses after.
We could test them. Well, thank you, Alana, for being with us and telling us a little bit about what's happening with your creative canvas. And we're so glad that you did decide to reach out and work with the children.
Well, now we have Jibs Abatoye, so welcome to our show. And you have a very interesting business here in Fort Saskatchewan. It's called?
Divinity by Jibs. And I usually would say, before now, I would say Divinity is a clothing line, but now I just say it's a fashion line because we're bringing in a shoe line as well.
When did you start your business?
It's pretty recent. I actually just started like 2 months ago. I started in October.
Very new.
So it's very new, but I've always had a passion for fashion. As a child, I'll like sketch designs and I'll see those designs come out over time. I'm like, wow, I definitely am talented, but I decided to do this business this year because like I said, I'm Nigerian. I moved from Nigeria 7 years ago to Canada, and I went back home 2 years ago to just visit my dad and just grandparents, meet their grandkids and all of that. And the economic condition I met was way worse than I left it 5 years before, and that really touched me. And I thought it would be nice to find something like what can I do in my own little way to help the economic condition, And Nigerians are very big about fashion. If you know anything about Nigerians or Africans in general, are big about fashions and color and all of that. And so I decided to do a fashion line where I use tailors back in Nigeria because they have the talent, right? And so what I do is I design the styles and then they make the clothes in Nigeria.
And what you are wearing, is that one of your styles?
Absolutely. So this is a Divinity by Jibs dress. So I call it a fox suit. So it's supposed to be a suit. It looks like a suit, but it's actually not a suit, So Divinity is about, elegance, is about, being fearless. So our motto is be fearless, be divine. And I'll tell you a little story about how I got the name. So if you look at how it's spelled, it's Divine Edie. So it's Divinity, but it's not actually spelled as Divinity. Because I lost my mom 7 years ago. Exactly 3 weeks after I moved to Canada, 7 years ago, I lost my mom. And just before I moved to Canada, I told her I wanted to start a business. And I told her to give me a name. And she's like, Divine? And so that name just stuck. And so this year, when I was thinking about a name, I'm like, I'm gonna put that Divine, but I wanted something more, modern, and stylish. And so I went with Divinity. I thought it was an amazing name.
And so tell us how these are couturier designs.
Yes.
And they are made to order and made to measure.
Absolutely.
What happens when I come to you? What's the process?
Okay, so the process is you can actually order from our website. So there's a place where you can put your measurements. So you can take your measurements and put it there. Or I can take your measurements. I measure you, and then you choose your style. You can actually you can actually see a style in a magazine or whatever and say like, Jibs, I want this style. I can make that for you. Or you might be like, oh, Jibs, whatever you think would fit my body type, make it for me, and I'll design it and I'll show you what it looks like. And then I order it from the tailors. So I have like a bunch of tailors in Nigeria I work with, and most of them are women. And so I'm actually using tailors with tailors I know I can improve their economic conditions, especially women, because they say give a woman $1, you're actually feeding the village, you know. And so for me, this is not just a business to be profitable, but it's also for me a community service to give back to where I was born. And even on the reverse, part of our profit also goes to an organization supporting victims of domestic violence, because I've been a victim of domestic violence. That's very important to me, and it's very important for me to give back somehow to that cause.
So if I say to you, Jibs, I don't like my tummy, what are we going to do with that? But I want an outfit. What are you going to do?
Get you a peplum.
All right, you'll be waiting and watching for that peplum.
Yeah, but I mean, there's all kinds of styles that, you know, we can just, fashion now is so dynamic, right? The types of fabric and the types of styles you see. It's like I was just listening to someone today, and it's like, you know what? In fashion, nothing's actually new, but you just have to make it fresh, you know? So by bringing your own taste and style, you just make it fresh, you know? So, yeah.
What an exciting adventure.
Yes, and not only for women though.
It's not only for women, we make suits for men. So actually, our target audience are actually part of our target, I shouldn't say this is all, but part of our target audience are kids that are graduating, that are going for prom, because, you know, they have to look elegant, you know, and so it's important for them to, you know, have that dress and that suit. So if you go to our website, you'll see like suits for guys and dresses for women, and because I'm passionate about women, that's like go women, but no, it's not about women. We have Divinity Men, and Divinity Women, yes.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about the future for Divinity?
Yes, absolutely. So right now, what we do is couture. So it's really is made to fit you exactly, right? So made for you. But in the future, what we're looking at is ready to wear. So where people can order whatever online. So I'm a size 10. I order a dress that fit that for my size. And then also we're starting, like I said, we're starting a shoe line. I'm so excited about that because shoes. Yes, you know. Anyways, and then also we're going to be having pop-up stores around the city and also in Edmonton and just around the area, especially when we said our ready to wear. That's going to be on our website as well. And my big dream is to go to New York Fashion Week.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
What will you be wearing in the next year or two?
I might be wearing something by Jibs.
Well, me too, but it'll have a peplum. Thanks for joining us, Jibs.
Absolutely, thank you.
Well, Karen, that was quite the episode.
It was. I'm super excited. Jibs is actually going to be designing a jacket for me, and I'm super excited to wear it here in late May.
I think this is hilarious. People should come and watch what happens behind the scenes because that's a story unto itself.
Absolutely,
and
absolutely.
Really exciting.
Really fun for us to do this because we meet some amazing people.
And here's some great stories.
Yes.
So join us next time on Let's Chat. I'm Jackie.
I'm Karen.